What up guys, Be Brujitas here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to perform some astral projection dream sort of magic. I've been having a lot of dreams lately, pretty much back to back, but I am going through my menstrual cycle, so that kind of explains a little bit of why that's happening. It literally cleans out your chakras when you're going through your cycle, so a lot of weird action goes on in your mind and throughout your whole body because it's literally releasing negative gunk in your body, so you are going to feel it in every sort of way, including in a spiritual way, in a metaphysical sort of way. With that said, it's a really good time to actually perform this sort of magic because you can tap into your third eye a lot easier, and your intuition and your emotional levels are this much higher than usual, and in good and bad ways, obviously, because you can be a crazy psycho bitch at this time, or you can tap into your senses and do something useful for yourself. It's really up to you if you can think clearly enough to do these things right now. Some of us let this sort of time of the month get to us, when in reality you can utilize it in a lot more better ways than what you think. I wanted to do this on the waxing moon phase, but we were already past the waxing gibbous phase. You do not necessarily have to do that on a specific moon phase. You can do this magic anytime you want to, but I like to correlate things with the moon. But I am still having dreams pretty much back to back, so I am going to just tap into what I have left. And if you guys have other questions about how your cycle is good to cleanse out your chakras, etc., moon phase wise, what time is best for this, put them in the comments below, and amongst other questions that you guys would like to ask me, or you can email me at onefitbruja@outlook.com.
You guys are going to need some sandalwood incense. You can use Champa or anything else relaxing like lavender. You'll need a purple sachet, star anise, rosemary, cloves, wormwood, mugwort, lavender, olive oil, a purple candle, sandalwood essential oil, frankincense essential oil, and the crystals I chose to use were amethyst, and I put a clear quartz inside the sachet bag, and I used a bay leaf to write my intentions on, and also labradorite, obsidian, and desert rose. Next up, I am going to take my Palo Santo and cleanse myself and cleanse all of my items before I start. Also, I forgot to mention earlier that you will need something sharp to inscribe your candle with your full name, your birth date, and your question that you are trying to ask through your dream and or astral projection trip. So you might want to grab that before you start. Just heads up. And I'm using olive oil here, which is a very versatile oil. You can use it for just about anything. If you do not have this on hand and you happen to have grapeseed oil, which is very good for astral projection and dream magic in my opinion, then I would suggest using that. You guys just saw me pick up some frankincense oil, and right now I am enchanting that to heighten my psychic abilities. Frankincense is very good to do that, and I chose to work in 9s this time around. Just in case you guys did not know, 9 is actually a great number to work with to enhance and or promote your psychic abilities and gifts. So that is also a reason that I would work with number 9 for this sort of magic, because you want to enhance your abilities as much as possible so you can tap into your inner self while you are asleep. Next up, I took the sandalwood and I am adding 9 drops of that to my candle. Sandalwood is great to stimulate your clairvoyance, and it will also protect you when you are in your dream state of mind. Next up, I am going in with the lavender, and I'm enchanting this to help protect me while I'm in my dream state and or astral projecting. This is also great to help you relax, so I highly suggest using this when you are doing dream magic. Star anise, also a great staple to have for astral projection and or dream magic. It will enhance your psychic abilities. Next up, good old versatile rosemary. So this is actually going to be correlated with an old folklore about putting rosemary underneath your pillow to promote dreams. So I'm gonna enchant that to promote my dreams, and I'm going to place that into the sachet. Next up, I am putting in 9 cloves, and this is very good to protect your psychic abilities when you are in a state of mind where you are completely focused on something else, hence dream magic or astral projecting. So you should definitely add this. Next up, we have the wormwood, which is especially good for dream enhancing and astral projecting. So I'm going to go ahead and enchant that just for dream magic purposes. Next up, I am adding mugwort, and I'm going to use this to enhance my dreams and psychic connections to any sort of spirits and or past relatives that I would like to communicate with. I am now going to light my candle. I prefer to do this towards the end because when I shut the camera off, I can add more focus into my working compared to when my camera is on. I am actually not very good with concentrating really well. Well, not as well as I would like when my camera is rolling compared to when it's off. So this way I can focus a lot better that way. All right, so I'm going to add in the amethyst and the quartz. And amethyst is good to enhance your psychic abilities, and the quartz will amplify any other stone that you have added and all the ingredients. And then I will add in my bay leaf, and I wrote down career on it because that is what I need answers for. And I will place that into my sachet and tie it up. So your sachet will end up looking like something like that. You can put the layers in neater if you wish, and I chose to go around the candle 9 times to the right to bring in the manifestation that I need. Now is the time that you will take your sachet and enchant your incantation. As I close my eyes and be still, I allow everything that was once hidden to be revealed. You can chant the incantation as many times as you need to, and then you will let the candle burn all the way out. And you can place your sachet underneath your pillow, in your pillowcase, or right next to your head as you sleep.
So by the time you are done with your working, it will look somewhat like what I showed you at the end of that video. You can light the candle sooner if you wish, and don't forget to inscribe your name, what you want to dream about, of course, because it will signal out other interruptions and help you focus better on what you actually want to manifest inside your dream. And whoever you are trying to contact, of course, keep that in your mind. You can do this before you go to sleep, which would be the prime time if you have enough time to be left alone, where you can let that candle burn down and you can get into a meditative state where you can solely just focus on what you need to dream about, that question you asked and who you want to have come into your dreams. It could be an ancestor, it could just be your spirit guides or deities that you called upon. You can use a smaller candle than what I used if you do not have a whole lot of time on your hands, which I understand time is always fleeting. The more time you have to yourself to actually relax, wind down before you go to sleep so you can actually focus is a lot better. You do not have to be on your menstrual cycle to do this, but it does heighten the activity in your body. So all your senses are going off because you're really sensitive right now. So it would be a prime time to do this. And of course, if you have a hard time remembering your dreams the next day, and just in general, I would write this down because it's going to help you. I wrote down career on my bay leaf and I put it in the bag because I need to have a dream about my future career choice. I want to know how everything is going to go, how deep I should dive into it, per se. I do not want to get ahead of myself and then sabotage everything, because sometimes I do that. I just want to know the appropriate steps to take and how fast, if that makes sense. You do not have to single out what you want to dream about or what you need to ask in your dreams, who you want to see in your dreams, etc., etc. You can add multiple bay leaves. I would say only up to 3, because it's going to be hard to focus once you are astral projected and or in that dream sort of meditative state of mind when you are passed out. Some people can control their dreams. They're very good lucid dreamers. The rest of us are not. So if you can actually nail that down and, you know, just get your dream up and going real quick, great, good for you. I can't do that. I really need to be focused on what I'm dreaming about right before I shut down. I singled out one thing and one thing only to focus on. You do not have to put anything in the bag of the sort. You can leave the bay leaf out, or you can simply burn it and send that message to the universe like, hey, this is what I need to dream about. And you can reuse the sachet for multiple dreams in the future. That is completely up to you. And you can put more stones in it. You can use other sorts of herbs that will enhance your psychic abilities and or protect you in the astral realm and in that sort of dream state of mind, just in case, you know, some people were out to get you, but not everybody is, so calm down. And everybody's out to get you. Really, they aren't. Nobody cares. Everybody's so focused on themselves that they could care less about you. Nothing else is really coming up to the forefront of my mind right now. So if you guys have any questions, per usual, just leave them in the comments below or email me at onefitbruja@outlook.com and I will answer all your questions there. And until next time, I will see all you lovely little brujitas later.